Hello my country people, welcome back to the news. There are so many hidden truths about insecurity that we do not know in Nigeria. Sheikh Ahmed Gumi has disclosed that his negotiation with bandits have occurred in the presence of police and government officials. When asked in an exclusive interview with Sunday Punch why he has taken the matter of speaking to terrorists seriously. Now, according to Ganduji, he is the eye of the storm, and he is a fully flagged Nigeria who has interest in peace and cannot wait for the official narrative because he has been in the army and he knows how things usually go. Today, 90% of the military's intelligence is garbage because they do not have idea of what's really happening. That at some point, the government will pick intelligence, but most of them are not really accurate. So he said that Nigerians should understand that he normally goes to negotiation with these bandits alongside government officials and even the Nigerian police, that he doesn't go there alone. He doesn't go there alone. His own job is to broker peace with these terrorists, to set a path for discussion. Now, this revelation comes as, killings, kidnappings continue to rise in northern Nigeria despite the government's heavy expenditure on security. Gumi criticized the government's reliance on military situation, likening it to the administration that administers the wrong medicine for an illness. And according to him, no matter how many expensive drugs you give to the patients, if they are not the right drugs, those patients will not be cured. He explained, stressing that banditry problem is deeply rooted in societal issues. It didn't just start today. It starts from the society, where he further noted that most of these bandits you are seeing carrying guns, most of them are young. And he feels that this situation demands a dialogue rather than a military intervention because the society is neglected. That is why these young ones are picking up arms and doing what they are doing. That the military cannot help in this case. It is only dialogue that will help in this case. Where he questioned the government for insisting on military action when these guys are open to negotiation, urging a change in approach. He noted that the Nigerian military as of today, they spend money, so much money, on modern gadgets, intelligence gathering and all of that. And at the end of the day, it doesn't prove effective. That dialogue seems to be way more effective than what they are doing. He warned against using the military in a guerrilla warfare, saying that it is counterproductive. That using the military to fight a guerrilla war is like punishing the military, where he elaborated on his negotiation strategy, noting that approaching these guys, such as a preacher, can open up their hearts to discussions when you approach them. As a negotiator, as a preacher, Gumi noted that it opened up their hearts, where he expressed concerns over these guys concerning increasing religious motivation, citing their chant of Allah Kabar as a worrying sign. Addressing allegations of political sponsorship of terrorists, Gumi firmly denied such allegations, noting that no politician is sponsoring these people, that they are all victims, where he attributed the violence to long-standing neglect and the depression. So my country people, Sheikh Gumi, as we all know, is a bandit negotiator, a terrorist negotiator. I mean, he's like their middleman. But you see how this evil is destroying the north, how it has ravaged the north, in the sense that no day goes by without one issue occurring, and it seems to be a very, very lucrative business in the north, guys. You see these vices, it's a very lucrative business in the northern part of Nigeria. The Nigerian military have tried their best to bring an end to the evils going on in the north. But it seems that these guys are growing stronger and stronger because they have some certain persons backing them. And Nigerians are pointing fingers at politicians, mostly northern politicians, because they seem to have backing of some politicians. Else, how do they get their arms? How do they get their weapons? How do they smuggle these weapons into the communities without the notice of the military or the police or any security agencies? How do they smuggle in these guns and ammunitions? How do they operate without being spotted? And some of them have, they've grown so bold to an extent. You see them on TikTok. Some of them are on TikTok making videos, showcasing their ransom money, showing off. But what's the Nigerian military doing about it? Nothing. Yes, they may be trying their best, but yet Nigerians are still wallowing in this vice called insecurity. We are still struggling. To an extent. Most of them, they know where their location is, but they tend to wait to receive orders from above before they can strike. So this business is a lucrative one in the north. But Sheikh Gumi is saying that instead of the Nigerian military to use force on them, why not negotiate with them? Have dialogue with them, and he's always there as their middleman. So that means he's encouraging this business of insecurity, this business of banditry, kidnapping and all of that. He's encouraging it. Else, why will you say you should negotiate with these guys? Yes, we know the country is hard. The country is hard, but does that warrant you taking arms and, taking the life of innocent persons who have done you no harm at some point? Meanwhile, the Nigerian military, some of them are yet to make arrests on some of these guys. When you see how they operate, they will not show if they've arrested them or not. They won't show if they've been charged to court or not, or if they've been put in prison or not. You won't see any updates from that. You only see that, some certain persons have been apprehended, weapons. But where are the persons carrying these weapons? None of them will be found. So these things keep on going on and on. So Sheikh Gumi have said that at this point, negotiation is the best rather than fighting, fire with fire, that they should negotiate. It's best for the government to negotiate with these guys rather than fighting them, that it is only a waste of time. So my country people, make una come chook mouth for this matter. I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section.